Reporting to you live with the one and only Cortez. Today we got a special guest with us today. Who do we have?
Jaden.
Jaden. This is my little brother. Jaden, how old are you now?
15.
The 15, about to be the 1-6. You're going into your
1-6.
junior year.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that? You ready?
Definitely ready. Just need to go a little bit school shopping. Gotta
School shop.
get some clothes. Maybe like a pair of two shoes.
What do people in today's age wear to school?
What I got on?
What you got on?
Nike Tech pants with a shirt from Fashion Nova.
The shirt from Fashion Nova.
Yeah, just kind of designer shirts. And then like some jeans.
What kind of jeans do you guys wear? Like baggy jeans, skinny jeans? What's the style?
Any really.
Any kind of
People
jeans.
have different styles. I have friends that wear.
What's your style?
I don't know. I think I might change my style a little up this year.
What's that gonna be look like?
Probably the baggy jeans. I think I might try the baggy style a little bit.
Okay.
Now my dreads going in a little bit more.
You see, you gonna let them go long?
I might let them go to here.
Now tell me a little about the dreads. Do you wash the dreads? Do you not?
I washed
When's the
them.
last time you washed your hair?
I actually washed them the other day when we got at the pool. But I don't wash them like shampoo.
What do you mean?
I don't wash them with shampoo. I just like rinse them. And
So you just get your hair wet.
yeah. I like scrunch it up and like scrub on in there, try to get all the dandruff and stuff as much as I can out, but I gotta wait till I get my retwist and like the hair lady like actually shampoo it, because I don't want it to come out or nothing. It's not all the way dreaded yet.
Interesting. Well, now, so talking about in the future, right? Tell me about your goals, your aspirations. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Walk me through that.
Well, my near future goals, I'd say within like the next year, I just want to be like academically, I want to reach a 3.8 GPA. I want a 3.8, 3.7. I want a high GPA, and I want to be best corner on my team, on my football team.
Okay.
One of the best receivers. I want to be one of the best receivers too.
So student athlete.
Student
I love
athlete,
that.
yeah.
So student first though. I like that. You started with the 3.8 overall GPA, or just saying just for the year?
Overall.
Okay. So 3.0 cumulative
Yeah.
GPA. And he wants to be a star corner
Yeah.
for this upcoming season. And what else? So this is next year, and
This is
then
next year. Within the next 5 years.
5 years. Yeah. Where do you see yourself?
I see myself, like maybe junior year, senior year of college,
Yeah.
pursuing my my engineering degree.
Future engineer.
Mm-hmm.
What school do you see yourself at? Like, what does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I really don't know. I have a few options that I'm keeping my eye on.
Well, what's the top? Because there's obviously, you have an A plan, a B plan, a C plan, a D, all the way down to a Z plan. But what's the A plan?
The A plan. Honestly, at this one, I'd say A is kind of a tie. I really like UCLA today. I think that might be tied with Berkeley now. UC Berkeley, UCLA.
Okay.
That's probably my top schools right now.
Nice.
And B would probably be maybe like Soka University. That wasn't bad.
Okay. So yeah, it's a very, very small campus compared to UCLA. Very different vibes, but
Yeah, I don't really care as much for a big campus. I just want the diversity more. I think that's more what I'm looking for in a college. The how they handle their own college, not necessarily how big it is, but.
Gotcha. Good. Okay. So it's 5 years. You said junior, senior year. This will be probably your senior year of college, in 5 years from now. So possibly here in Los Angeles area.
Yeah, probably.
Great. So it sounds like it smells like
LA vibes.
LA. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. What does LA smell like?
Well, like, I don't know, like opportunities, I guess.
Oh, okay. So different kind of. So you're talking about more like figurative smells. I'm talking about more literal smells. What does LA smell like?
I don't know. Like air.
Air. Okay. And what does LA taste like?
Like air.
Interesting. I don't know what air tastes like, but if you had to describe LA air to somebody that's that's never been to LA.
I'd say it's like it's fresh, but not too fresh. You know, you could smell like that there's trees, but not like too many.
Gotcha. So it's not too green. It's green enough.
It's green enough.
But
yeah. It really also depends which part of LA you're at. Like if you're in Burbank, Burbank is nicer smell than actual LA because a lot more trees.
I see.
But yeah.
Yeah, we are currently in LA. Unfortunately, we had some travel delays. We took Jaden to Burbank Airport for his flight that was supposed to leave at 7:30.
Yeah.
With the one and only Spirit
Airlines.
Greatest airlines there is.
It is now 8:38 and we're on our way to
So now
LAX.
I got home, I checked my email, I'm like, let me just look and see. It says flight canceled. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So I call him up, I'm like, all right, bro, I'm on my way, I gotta pick you up, we're gonna go to LAX.
Yeah.
So drove from Porter Ranch to Burbank Airport, picked him up. Now we're here waiting outside of CVS in Westchester Village.
Yeah.
Waiting for his flight at LAX that's supposed to leave at 10:30. So we're just killing some time, hanging out, having the chats.
Yeah.
Last night we recorded a great episode.
Yeah, it was like 40 minutes.
But unfortunately we had
Just
some
didn't
technical
save.
difficulties and didn't save. So
Yeah.
now this is part 2. This may be a little bit better. Who
Yeah,
knows?
maybe.
Who knows? Version 2 is always better than version 1 in some
Yeah.
cases in this situation, but sometimes not in movies.
Yeah.
So 5 years you talked about you may be here in Los Angeles area or you may be at UC Berkeley.
Yeah.
You got some options. You have your step. You said get that 3.8 GPA.
Yeah.
Get the football
Yeah.
worked out. Now 10 years.
10 years.
10 years look like?
10 years. 10 years from now, I'll be what? 25? I'll be your age.
It'd be my age. Yeah.
I'll be 25.
We have a 10-year age gap between us.
Yeah.
I
25.
was born in
26.
1998. He was born in 2008.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Jaden, you would be 25 years old, man.
Yeah.
You're getting up there.
Yeah, I am. Well, about a little. But yeah, I don't know, by 25 I could see myself with probably a steady income with a job. Probably I don't know. I want kids, but by 25 it really just goes how it goes. If I can find the right girl, then I do. If I don't, then I'm probably be flying solo in my own little apartment.
Okay. Well, why not a house?
House, cause I don't really want a house by myself.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why don't you want a house by yourself?
Cause I kind of like apartments.
Huh. What about a condo?
Condos are cool, but I like apartments. I mean, if I were to get like a girl and kids and stuff, then I would get a house. Like I'll save up for a house, probably get one to like renovate it and stuff. But go into the realtor business with some of my saved money that I have from living in an apartment. But I do want to be in an apartment for sure. At some point in my life, I want to live in an apartment.
Yeah, that's good. Well, yeah, level up.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 years, yeah. Maybe kids, maybe a wife, maybe a life, maybe a house, an apartment.
Maybe. Yeah.
You get options.
Yeah.
Which is good. You kind of have an idea.
Yeah.
And then last one we'll ask is 20 years. What does that look like 20 years from now?
20 years. Now, by 20 years from now, I will definitely have kids. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have kids 20 years from now. Wife situation, I don't know. Like I said, life goes how it goes. Maybe I'll have one. Hopefully, I'm fortunate enough.
So you're gonna have a kid.
Guy.
You're gonna have kids before you have a wife.
I mean, it happens. Sometimes people just have Sometimes people just have.
That's
kids.
how you want to roll.
No, it's not how I want to. But like I said, I gotta find the right girl.
Yeah, you will. I mean, my advice for people that are looking for girls is always patience is key. The more you look, the less you will find. Actually, And the way I kind of found Sarah, it happened naturally, organically. I'm not a big fan of these new apps and whatnot, and people trying to set friends up. That works sometimes, yeah, I agree. But I feel like the real relationships that kind of have lasting, long-term kind of ordeal, kind of stem from more organic. You meet naturally through your place of work, your place of school, an outing, something.
Yeah.
But something that's just not prefabricated, right? So I would say, just stay open, live your life, enjoy your life,
right,
and just meet people, be willing to kind of step out and be brave. And when you see the one and you find the one, you'll know.
Yeah.
You will know. But yeah. So so 20 years, you mentioned having kids. Yeah. So the reason why I asked this question is because you have to think about it like this. Joel Embiid's quote, "Trust the process."
Mm-hmm.
But something that I kind of really set into me recently was I asked one colleague of mine, ask him about what my future steps are for the next year. And one thing he asked me was this question: where do you see yourself in 20 years? And that was very powerful in the fact of it made me reflect on the idea of what are the things that I'm doing now to set myself up for future success in 20 years. Every little thing that you do is impacting the future. The decisions you make, the people that you meet, the time that you allocate towards, and the things that you are setting up for your next steps, right? So it's always kind of like a domino effect. Once you knock down one domino, it's going to carry forward, right? So it's like, how can you set that domino piece up now so they can have that nice ripple effect that you want at the end, towards the end. So for me, in 20 years from now, I see myself retired from working as a PT,
mm-hmm.
meaning that I work because I want to work, not because that I have to work. And I can see myself going more into the consulting business and being more of almost like a motivational speaker for companies and trying to give them advice on development, advice on finance, advice on obviously what I do as a physical therapist,
mm-hmm.
and how to blend all of that into one, and even like the faith kind of aspect. So what I'm trying to do now is learn as much as I can, work and grind as much as I can, so that in 20 years from now I don't have to work and Sarah doesn't have to work, and we just obviously we can live off the income that we've made over the time,
right,
and we live the lives that we want to live on our goals to own a ranch. And like,
you want a ranch?
A ranch, yeah. Like have some horses and some chickens.
All right.
Yeah. I'm outdoor. I'm an outdoor kind of guy.
Right.
I like camping. I like hunting. I like fishing. All that type of stuff. Just to be able to enjoy, relax, chill, and obviously we have our kids and stuff too. So that's gonna play a factor in it as well. But by that time, hopefully our kids are off to college and doing their own things, and we're living our own lives. So.
Right.
But yeah, so trying to set ourselves up now for future success and future life that we want to live. So there's a quote by this guy, Dave Ramsey. He's a financial guru guy known for Financial Peace University. He says, right now you have to live like no one else, so then you can live like no one else. So there's a sacrifice that we have to make now in our current financial status in order and for the future for us to be financially free and be, just enjoy life, find the joys that we want to do and pursue. But it sounds like you're off to the right start. I'm glad that you're able to come here this week, and I hope you learn something and you continue to grow and you continue to have that kind of self-will and determination to pursue and to continue to grow and learn and be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't be somebody else. You can't be me. You can't be somebody else that you see. You have to be best version of Jaden. You could take bits and pieces from others, but you can only be the best version of you. Be a better version of you as you continue to develop. So, yeah. Do you have anything to share?
I'd say I actually have something to ask.
Okay. Cool.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now and 10?
5 years and 10 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 years from now, one kind of passion and dream that I'm pursuing now is actually at Cal Lutheran. So they have an exercise science undergraduate degree, but they don't have anything for graduate. So my goal is to start up and be a director for Cal Lutheran's Doctorate of Physical Therapy program, starting that up in 5 years. And then in 10 years from now, my goal is to have my own physical therapy practices, own a few homes that I will use to rent out and have tenants in, and have a physical therapy practice that I will practice in. But then I will also have physical therapists underneath me that are working, and I'm doing development for them to then continue to uplift them and impact the next generation of healthcare providers. And then having my feet obviously within the academia realm, whether it be like teaching or coming in as, you know, the director of a physical therapy program. And then also with that, family-wise, which is more important than all of this, is having our kids and being their coach, if they're into sports or whatever kind of ventures that they have, just being involved as much as I can, and just being open and be able to travel the world, go to all these different countries, and, you know, be able to take family to all these great places and get these kind of shared experiences that we're kind of building now, but just continue to grow on that throughout these next 5 to 10 years. So I would say, that's my 10-year kind of plan, and just continue to be the best version of Cortez that I can be, and just learning throughout this process and adapting and you know, figuring out as I go. But I have a plan, and I'm gonna pursue it, and I'm just gonna keep chipping away slowly, day by day, moment by moment. So yeah, great question, thank you. And then just kind of how we did before, but one thing that you could maybe share the same thing or share something different, but one thing that you would do differently and one thing that you want to share as future advice for someone else.
Oh yeah. Okay, so one thing I do differently, I'm gonna say something different than
All right, let's hear it.
One thing I do different than I did, one thing I do different, if I could do differently in my life, is I'd probably I'd speak my mind a little more, because that's one thing I haven't necessarily always done. I actually really just now started doing that, maybe like this past year, gaining a little more confidence. But I would have probably spoke my mind a little more. I really never did. Always held it in.
That's good. That's interesting you say that, because I feel like for me, kind of similar in high school, I was kind of more quiet, I would say, maybe a little bit more introverted. But that switch actually came later than it did for you. I didn't become more talkative and open until maybe my sophomore year of college. So it kind of took some time for me as well, but I'm glad that you're kind of understanding that and willing to share that. And realize that that's something you want to grow in. But that's good. And then some advice. That's a good one.
Some advice I'd give is probably to just never take anything for granted, you know. Live life to the fullest in the moment, you know. Enjoy every moment you get, because it won't last forever, you know. All things come to pass, but, you know, at least you could say you did that with no regrets.
Right. I mean, even today we have you trying some crazy foods.
Right.
Kimchi.
Right.
And he did it. And smoothie.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
But he had some interesting faces going on, but he did it. So that's good. Enjoy life for what it gives you, and just make the most of it. That's good.
What would you do differently in piece of advice?
Something that I would do differently is, I think, maybe be more involved. I think sometimes I limit myself, but sometimes I kind of overdo it. But I think I would be more involved with different kind of opportunities there are, right, on camp. Like, for instance, in high school, there's a lot of clubs. There's a lot of, like, what's it called? like cabinet membership you can do, right? Like president, vice president. I think I would have probably pursued that a little bit more because it would have developed my ability to be more of a public speaker. One thing I did do, which was speech and debate, but I think I would have been a little bit more involved with kind of things that are different, you know, outside of sports and just the regular academics. But just, like I said, just continue to develop my craft in different areas so that you can be more well-versed and you can also network a lot through that. So I would say, yeah, just become involved with things that probably would have not thought about, and just be open to new ideas and yeah, kind of just more self-development stuff. And another thing too is reading books.
Yeah.
I wish I read books more, and I wish I worked out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I think it would have made a more of an impact today. But I think, I mean, don't regret anything, but those are things I maybe would have done differently. And then some future advice. I'm sticking with my guns here. Always be confident. That's it. That's the name of the game. Because a lot of times fear, we limit ourselves by fear, going back to what I was just talking about, like fear of the unknown, fear of like judgment from others, and fear of failure.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times the acronym is FAIL stands for first attempt in learning. And I think if you're confident in the fact of, I'm going to learn something from this, it's not the end, right? Others may judge me, but it's not going to affect my ego. Or, you know, this is my first time doing it. I don't know what's going to come out of it, but at least I tried, and at least I learned something from it. And at least I can continue to build upon this, right? And even though I didn't achieve it now, I maybe achieve it tomorrow or next year or another date. But that's not going to stop me. But I would say, yeah, just be confident in your ability to do things. So talking about this business venture, right? It sounds kind of scary, and I know it takes a lot of research, but it's something that I'm really like trying to pursue more and understand more. And I've been asking around from different kind of friends and colleagues that have started their own business, but just kind of their own experience and like advice. But it's just like, just go out and do it and just be confident in doing it and know that God will provide a way, and understand that if that doesn't work, I still have things to fall back on. So yeah, that's what I would say, is just always be confident. All right. Well, this guy's got to get off back home.
Yeah.
And we thank you for checking in. Today is August the
4th, 2024.
August the 4th, 2024.
Yeah.
All right, we got video evidence of this day.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Peace.